Hello everyone, welcome to class. I hope you are happy and healthy today for lesson 2 of Unit 15 in our Discovery 3.3 book. So will everybody please take out your books and open them to page 104, 104. We have been reading the story and discussing information about long rivers. So we are going to continue that discussion today. Now, the main question, the unit question that we have been discussing is, what are the longest rivers in the world? And now in the reading, we learned about 3 rivers. What are those rivers? That's right, the Nile, the Amazon, and the Yangtze River. So, what I would like you to do to start our class is to talk with a partner about an interesting fact that you learned the last time we read the story. So if you need to, take a couple of minutes to reread the story on your own and discuss with your partners. Once you have finished talking, we will share what we think is interesting as a group. Are you ready? Begin. Okay, everyone. Thank you very much for sharing such interesting information about these rivers. Now, what we are going to do today is we are going to start working on a mini project. But in order to do this, first, we should refresh ourselves on the story. So I would like you to read the story one more time. We'll read it together and then answer some questions about the story. After we have done that, I will introduce our extended project. Okay, now that we have finished reading the story one last time, let's begin our work on Activity A in your student book. So let's take a look at that now. So you can see here that there are 3 questions that I would like you to answer. What you are going to do is you are going to read each sentence and circle the correct answer. So let's do the first one together. This passage is about blank. So what is this passage about? Is it about rainforests, different countries, or long rivers? That's right, it's about long rivers. So you will circle the letter C. So circle answer C, and that's all you have to do. So I would like you now to answer questions 2 and 3 on your own. All right, excellent work, everyone. So let's move on to Activity B now. Now, Activity B is a vocabulary review lesson activity. So let's take a look at the vocabulary words that we have in this activity. So you can see we have, let's read them together, long, Asia, space, and take a look. So you're going to choose the correct place for each of these words. So read each sentence carefully and write in the correct answer. As always, let's do the first one together. So number 1 is, rivers can be very blank. Is the answer long, Asia, space, or take a look? Very good. Rivers can be very long. Complete the next 3 questions on your own, and then we will check our answers together. All right, everyone, excellent job. Now, I think it's time to play just a quick game, just to mix things up a little bit. So what we're going to do is kind of a trivia game, a little bit. So I'm going to ask you questions about the 3 rivers. Quick review, what are the 3 rivers that we have been learning about? Very good, the Nile, the Amazon, and the Yangtze River. Now, if the answer the question that I ask is about the Nile River, I want you to raise your right hand and give it a big wave like this. So, right hand for Nile. If you think the answer is the Amazon River, I want you to raise your left hand and raise it up and down like this. So this means Amazon. If you think the answer is the Yangtze River, I want you to put both hands on your head like this. So this means you think the answer is Yangtze River. What does this mean? That's right, that's the Nile River. And what does this mean? Very good, that is the Amazon River. So listen to the questions that I say, or the sentences that I say, and then you will answer using your hands. Okay? Are you ready? Very good. Let's practice. So, this river moves south to north. This river moves south to north. Very good. That is the Nile River. Excellent job. Okay, everyone, did you enjoy the game? Very, very good. All right, so this game will help us complete our next activity. So please open your books again to page 107. Now here there are two activities. There is a graphic summary activity and a grammar activity. I'm going to let you complete both of these activities now. So what you should do is answer these questions as best as possible. Now, the game will have helped you with the graphic organizer. So complete both activities, choose the correct answers that complete each sentence. In the graphic summary, please write the word in the space provided. For the grammar practice, you can circle the correct answer. After you have circled the correct answer, you can write it into the space as well. So I will give you about 5-10 minutes to practice this with your friends, and then we will check our answers together. Now, it's your turn to teach us about a river that you know. So with your groups, I'm going to put you into groups, and you are all going to choose a specific river. You can choose a river that you know or a river that you think is interesting. If you are having trouble with choosing a river, I can suggest some for you. But in your groups, you are going to create a presentation to describe this river and to teach us about this river. We are going to do this by answering questions based on our WH words. Do you remember what our WH words are? That's right. They are who, what, when, where, why, and how. So for this activity, you are going to answer 5 simple questions. Your first question is, what is special about your river? What is special about your river? Next is, why is it special? Why is it special? Next, who uses your river? Who uses this river? And then we have where. Where is the river? Where is the river? And how? How do people help the environment around the river? So this one is reviewing some of the information that we talked about a couple units ago. So think back to how people help the environment. But this time, think about your river and the environment around your river. And the last question is the most challenging, a very, very challenging question. So you'll have to do some research. When was your river formed? So how old is your river? If you can find that information on the internet, that will be very, very helpful. So answer those questions, and then we will present our rivers to the class. All right, are you ready to begin? Very good. All right, everyone. It is time to talk about our homework. So, for your homework today, you are going to do the final page of our workbook. So page 33 in our workbook will be your homework. But I would also like you to do one other thing. So in your classes, or in the lesson last week, we had you complete the Reading Fluency Builder's paragraph practice and shadowing practice. So now you should be able to access the assessment. So what I would like you to do is to, as part of your homework, complete the assessment in your Reading Fluency Builder. You cannot do the assessment if you have not done the paragraph practice or shadowing practice. So if you haven't done those, make sure you do them. For your assessment, you are going to read this story out loud in its entirety, and you're going to record it. As you go through and read it, you have 3 chances to do the best job that you can for this test. And I will check your results when you are finished. So for homework, please complete this Reading Fluency Builder assessment and page 33 in your workbook. So, that is where we will end our lesson. Next time we come to class, we will start working on the final unit of Discovery 3.3, Unit 16. So thank you all very, very much. I've really enjoyed learning about your favorite rivers, and I will see you next time.